You've probably heard the phrase emotional baggage several times in your life, but have you ever given much thought to what emotional baggage really is? We often use that term when describing another person's emotional struggles or self-sabotage. But we all have emotional baggage. It's not just in our heads either. You already know that negative emotions can make you feel really miserable. And sometimes it's hard to get out from under the heavy weight of sadness, grief, or depression. We know from quantum physics that your body is a very complex energy field, and we now understand that emotions too are just frequencies of energy. When you feel an emotion, positive or negative, what's really happening is you are generating a frequency and experiencing the effects of it on your body and mind. When you experience an emotion that is overwhelming and too much for you to process, this energy can become trapped right there in your body. We refer to this as a trapped emotion. These are very common. In fact, you probably have hundreds of them. This group of trapped negative energies is collectively referred to as your emotional baggage. Want to get rid of your emotional baggage? It's easy. Using the emotion code process, you can work to release each trapped emotion one at a time. It's like peeling the layers off of an onion, bit by bit, releasing yourself from old negative feelings, and instead experiencing feelings of freedom and lightness. While this doesn't eliminate your memories, it can remove the painful emotional charge that you feel each time a bad memory surfaces. And because trapped emotions are often at the root of physical pain, eliminating them can often relieve aches and pains, sometimes instantly. And the whole emotion code process takes only minutes per trapped emotion. The technique is a short process that can be broken down into 4 steps. Discover, expose, release, and heal. Step 1 is really just discovering that there's something to be done about your emotional baggage. If you're not feeling well, or you're unhappy, or having a relationship issue, thinking to use the emotion code fulfills this step. Step 2 is to expose, to find the trapped emotion that is at the root of your issue. To do this, all you have to do is ask, do I have a trapped emotion? And then perform a muscle test or the sway test. If the response is yes, you can identify what frequency of emotion it is by using the emotion code chart. Once you expose an emotion, you're ready to release it. This entire process takes about 3 seconds and is incredibly easy, but there is some science to it. First, you must intend to release the negative emotion. And if you have a magnet handy, this can amplify the force of your intention energy. We use the governing meridian in the emotion code because it is an energy reservoir. When you place your magnified intention energy into the governing meridian, that energy will flow instantly throughout the body, and the trapped emotion is immediately released. Step 4, the healing process, begins immediately after an emotion is released and continues for 1 to 2 days. Sometimes this means physical pain disappears, often within seconds. The heavy weight of emotional suffering often lifts like clouds parting. People report feeling calmer, more centered, more connected to others and the universe. Because the release of a trapped emotion is permanent, these improvements are often permanent as well. After releasing an emotion, nothing needs to be done for the healing process to continue. It's automatic and all about the energy body returning to a state of balance so that health and happiness are not only possible, but easy to achieve. All you need to do is repeat steps 2 and 3, so expose and release, a handful of times in one session until you can't find any more emotions to release. Most people are able to release 4 to 10 emotions in one sitting and can do another session in another day or 2. You can do this until your uncomfortable symptoms are gone, or you can't go any further that day. And you can also use this process when you're feeling okay too, and work toward achieving a goal, becoming happier, creating more love, manifesting more abundance, achieving peak physical performance, or just increasing general wellness. It's really as simple as that. And the options for improvement with this method are practically limitless.